Last week on Trope RPG.
I have 1,000 questions.
The first time I saw you, I fell in love with you.
Is that when I was being very mysterious?
Because I drew a horse head on an octopus, much like your name is 8 for oct.
I'm as tight as I ever was, thank you very much. I do my pelvic floor exercises every hour. I'm doing them right now.
It would be my honor if you would be my wedded match.
You wish to marry me, Sir Marmaduke?
Hello and welcome back to Trope RPG, where chaotic comedians roleplay through your favorite movie genres. This is episode 4, our finale of Siblings and Suitors.
Yes, very good.
How are you all feeling? An immense episode last time.
Mm-hmm.
Huge episode.
I found out that my fiance to be Lord Cliffwood is a gambling addict, but things haven't been right between us. Like I said, when we were first making love, exceptional.
Yes.
Like two souls intertwining.
Yes, when your tight hole was loosened.
Yes. We would never
Canonically.
And we would never break eye contact.
Canonically, I have chosen. I didn't make this choice.
No. No blinking. Like just immediate. But things haven't been right. They haven't felt right. There's been distance between us. And then I find out from what's her name? Lady Jane.
Yes, Lady Jane Battling.
That he's a gambling addict. So he's been lying to me too. So I plan to take Lady Jane out on the town. Or do I?
We shall find out. How's everybody else's love life? The other side of these siblings?
Immeasurably sad.
Oh, poor Alice.
Yes, I was down at the lake with Octavia, having a beautiful date, and then Gregory walked past, and I tried to keep the...
You tried to do what?
I don't know. I tried...
Polish him?
Yeah, absolutely. I did some miming, and then he said she's not who she thinks... Beautiful. I'll just see you later, everyone. he said to me, she's not who you think she is.
Yes, he felt jilted.
Correct.
That you had, because you sort of picked him up as almost like a facade.
Yes.
A little bit, but it seemed like it got messy because it's like he seemed to be a nice person.
Absolutely.
And so like in your like efforts to maintain a lie whilst also make him feel not to use.
Yeah.
It seems like real feelings got mixed up, and when the affections of this of the sweet Octavia came your way, and you couldn't refuse them, it seemed like it all just became a bit much, and he disavowed you.
Yeah, he did.
Which is it's just terrible. See how you can climb from that. And how about you? Yes.
For me, for Daphne's just had her forbidden meeting with Cliffwood.
Oh, the letter saying...
The letter saying that he saw me, so mysterious, fell in love with you immediately.
Marry me tomorrow night.
Marry me tomorrow. Crazy from him.
Crazy.
But I want to say that I really did go, I want to say earnestly on this. I went with an open mind and an open heart.
Yeah.
I actually was expecting him to actually go, I really did.
You went with an open heart?
Yeah, I did.
To a secret meeting with my fiance?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know any of this.
Yeah, let's save this for the confession.
No, and I went expecting him to actually like have something kind of gorgeous to say, some kind of like,
something
this is
romantic.
what I love about your personality. But he literally was like, you're hot. And I was like, that's not enough. Off I go into the pond. Yeah. And now I've popped out in Germany. Quick swim.
I just like to clarify, you're not in Germany.
It's like the embassy.
You're on you're like on an embassy because you cannot swim under a pond, canonically landlocked bodies of water.
No. So I've swum to Germany.
No, I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you, you have not.
Really?
Really?
So where have I ended up?
You ended up on a German duke's land. On the other side.
Yeah, so technically the soil belongs to Germany.
So technically you are in Germany, but you're still near the house.
Okay. Great. This changes everything I'd planned for this episode, but that's really good.
And honestly, I've just saved my life.
There's so many bratwursts.
You gotta get ahead of those ones. You'll thank yourself.
That's all episode.
And so and you still have your love potentially, Jacqueline Trunch, who wants to elope with you, but is extremely poor circus lady.
Yeah.
And how is it going? How's it going for Eobard?
For Eobard, I got proposed to by the handsome yet old...
89.
89. I thought it was 98.
9 and 8,
9
which
and
is
8.
the crazy way. 9 and 80, which is the crazy way that they talk about ages at that time.
Right. A young 89-year-old who proposed to me, who I asked for some time to consider it, but then very quickly found out that all of his previous marriages ended in a mysterious death.
You don't know that it's definitely they have all ended in mysterious death, but is he bad? Who's to say?
Signs are worrying. The signs are worrying.
Oh gosh, so we have shaky marriage proposals all around, fraught, difficult times for the Southerly siblings. Yeah. Let's see how it unfolds as we dive back into the Southerly siblings' manor house and in through the window into the chamber of the Duchess, your grandmother. It is nearing the end of the year, and she has called you back as she is sort of taken of ill health still, and she sort of leans up in her bed, embroidered, covered in jewels and gems, her fineries, and says, "Well then, it is time that I hear how you have summed up your time, your dalliances for the year, to see if any of you have secured a match. I see whilst perhaps I see an engagement ring hanging on the fingers of a couple of you, I am not so sure I see a marriage band on a single Southerly finger. And so I ask, what proposals are you about to make? Because let me tell you this, I have paid for a wedding a week hence from now, and I do not care if it is a wedding for one of you or if it is a 4-person, 8-person technically wedding for all of you.
Wow.
But the wedding it shall be.
Now, does that mean 4 priests or 1 priest for
one
ceremony?
Very fast priest that shall sprint
priest.
back and forth between the pew and each of the lineup.
Beautiful.
So be it.
Well, Duchess, I seek your approval, for I have been proposed to by the one and only Sir Marmalade Ashford.
Lady Marmalade indeed.
Sir Marmalade Ashford, the war hero and dignified gentleman. He has proposed to me thusly, but until I give him my answer, I seek your approval, Duchess.
The Lord Marmaduke Ashford, the man 5 years my senior, has asked for your hand after his chain of many deceased spouses.
Mysteriously, each one seemingly learning from the one before.
What was the craziest one you heard?
I heard about there was an adult girl named Poppy who was drowned in marmalade.
Wow. It's interesting. I've never heard him say much of marmalade before, but as you talk of it, it seems as if it would be his whole deal. His whole thing.
It's almost like I don't know very much about the man I've been proposed to.
I heard of the story of his proposal to Cheryl Templeton, who imploded upon eating a biscuit with butter.
Rumours, hearsay, rumours.
No, she imploded, turned into a wet pile of skin.
She went inward, her mass evaporated.
Yes. Stranger and stranger these deaths they become.
What did they do with
What did they do with the skin, brother?
They put it up on the wall in a glass frame.
That's what that...
Down at the gallery.
Yes.
At the gallery.
That's what we went to see last winter.
That's what we went to see last winter.
No, there'll be no wet skin bags in my marriage.
The wet skins of portrait wet skins.
Portrait wet skin.
He's actually famously dry. That is one thing I do know about him. He's an incredibly
drywall.
dry man.
Yeah.
More than one tight hole among us.
Duchess, I seek your approval.
You seek my approval for this. Well, and approval you shall receive, should you tell me the merits of this man.
The greatest merit I see in Sir Marmalade is his girthy, thick wealth. He is a rich man.
As you say this ostentatious statement, can you please make a wit roll? And this is going to be a 16.
Oh, it's an 8.
Of course it is.
Kurt, the Duchess wrinkles her nose, and you find she's near imperceivable in how she has taken it. And just to know, just because you have failed there, doesn't mean that you aren't necessarily being picked for this match, but you have failed in some way to gain the Duchess's favour.
I bow.
Who next?
Well, Duchess, dear grandmama.
What are your plans for being wed? You are betrothed.
As you know, I am engaged to be wed to Lord Cliffwood.
Yes, a wonderful match, perhaps.
Yes. But tell me, just out of stark curiosity, what do you think of Lady Jane?
Lady Jane. Not Lady Jane battling.
Yes. What are your thoughts on Lady Jane? Just out of stark curiosity. My engagement is strong and my marriage will be rich with love. But what do you think of Lady Jane?
Quite a woman, and that is all I shall say on the matter. Please, can you roll an intuition? An intuition of 6.
Oh, I got 1.
1. Yeah, imperceivable.
Okay, good to know.
Why?
Well, you know, she's a sort, isn't she? Is she not? I think she's...
You're saying nothing. Your mouth is moving, but no words come forth that mean anything.
I think she has bosom aplenty. and you know, she's fun, perhaps as a friend, and that's all.
Friend?
Yes.
Friend?
Yes, a friend, you know.
Speak not to me of friends. I am asking about your betrothed, who you are to marry.
Yes.
So?
Well, you love Cliffwood.
I tell you not whether or not I will pick him as a match. I wish not to influence you, for I wish to know the merits of your judgment of character, of your understanding of our society, of a good match and a poor match.
Right.
So your futile attempts to try to eke an answer from
No.
lower in my estimation.
No, Duchess, no. Not what I'm trying to do.
Okay, then tell me.
I care about your opinion of the people I hang around with, and I just wanted to know if you saw me frolicking about in the fields with Lady Jane, if you would judge me, and if you did, then I would shoot her dead on the spot. That is how much I respect and love you, Grandmama.
So, you wish for either a match, whichever you think will bring it right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Can you make a reputation roll? Can you make a reputation of 10?
Fucking 6.
6. She narrows her eyes at you as you sort of put forth the fact that you care more about the family name and family ideals than you do about your match. And she goes, and if I say nothing, which shall you pick?
If you say nothing, I shall continue down the path I am on with a very fine man whose parents are both dead and has a lot of money, and I shall have a very...
Enough.
Fuck.
And you, Alice?
Yes, Grandmama, I have a brewing connection that is very much brewing like a lovely pot of tea with a lovely girl, and her name is me looking at my letter. That's ridiculous. Octavia Fairfax.
Octavia Fairfax?
Yes, are you familiar with her, Grandmama?
Of course, I am familiar with all of the great houses, the Fairfax among them.
And your opinion on them, Grandmama?
Again, I shall not allow anything, and can you roll your intuition?
Yep.
This is going to be intuition of 10.
20.
20, so you can roll it again.
Roll again.
10.
10. So with a 30.
Yep.
Sorry.
Ooh, whispers. Secrets.
Great.
You read her like a book.
Lovely.
And she says, I have no thoughts on the Fairfax household.
Okay.
But you intend to marry?
Yes.
You shall propose.
Why did she just whisper to you? What happened there?
Absolutely not.
Why do you get a whisper?
I get a whisper. I might have done something on the table that... And
Are you mad at me?
No. Grandmama just had to whisper something to me. It's about my period.
I can
you
whisper
wouldn't
something
understand.
to you, Theodore. I can whisper things to you.
Please, I'm feeling left out.
Enough! You will be seated. Now,
I hate the way this is going.
sweet Daphne, my
Yes.
lovely trottlecock,
Yes, Nonna.
tell me of your plans to be wed.
Grandmama, you know that I don't have much going on.
What?
I think it's time to call a spade a spade.
Excuse me?
I love horses. I love love. I have wonderful bosoms and not much else.
That is a wealth, my dear.
It is a wealth. I wish to marry, to put it simply, for love.
I see. And whom is of the desires, who is the subject of your affections?
You're not going to like it very much.
Say it.
Her name is Jacqueline Trunch.
Not the circus woman.
Indeed.
Not the circus woman.
The very same.
The lady who, the one time a guest was permitted into our chambers after the celebratory time where we invited the circus folk back.
Go, girl.
And she came into the chambers. The one time I left this room to be entertained, and I was grabbed like a rag doll, swung about the room and flung through a hoop of fire.
The very same. By your pigtails, was it not, out the window?
Truly. So it is her you wish to marry.
It is her I wish to marry, and I wish for your approval, but quite frankly, if I don't get it, What's that over there? Sorry. The injury.
The injury, I see, yes.
I wish for your approval, but if I don't get it, quite frankly, I will still do as I please.
Interesting. Can you roll a... I'll say this is an elegance, as you are true to your heart. Mm-hmm. An elegance of... It's going to be a 16.
Come on, 16.
Whoa!
19. Interesting.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Yeah.
Push your luck. Push your luck with the old lady.
I have heard enough.
She was talking to me, by the way, pipe smoking. Yeah, talking to me. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Make your proposals. The wedding shall be a week from now.
Okay.
If not earlier, should you now see that you have all made your matches, that it shall happen post-haste. Enough now. I have seen enough of you. Enough.
Come on, let's go, everyone.
And as you leave...
Oh, just wear
Yes. Well, as you leave, Eobard, you are able to whisper in the ear of Theodore von Stroom.
Oh, do you still want to whisper, brother?
I'm neither here nor there.
The moment has
Really,
gone.
it's your year that, it was at the time, it seemed appropriate and
kind
fun.
of past now.
Now
Theodore.
I'm weathered and I wish for a nap.
Yes.
You know what I think we need is some of that good jam.
Yes!
Yes, please. Good jam.
We've been spending so much time frolicking about trying to get a...
Leave my room! Leave my room! As you are ushered out, you're into the hallway, and you see sort of Mr. Cartwright as you open up the door outside of the Duchess's chambers. You see he was holding a silver platter just stacked with the finest jam that has come out this season, and he falls backwards as the door comes over, and he goes, "Not like this!"
The jam!
"Oh, we have destroyed the good jam," he says on his back like a turtle.
Well, that was fun.
As the servants clear him away, you are left to the music room, where you are able to lounge and discuss.
Daphne,
Yes.
why are you wet and smell of schnitzel?
Yes, those are the late
Yes, Daphne, that's a very
noticed.
peculiar odor coming from you right
Have
now.
you been up to? What did you get up to last night? You're dripping wet. And you smell of German schnitzel.
I might have gone for a swim, brother.
A swim?
A long, long swim.
Like how long?
I guess not that long.
Matt,
She wishes it was longer.
Just to the other side of town.
How curious.
I went to see a friend.
And what did you do there?
She's still here in London.
Oh, no, I know.
Yeah.
I saw my lover.
And how was it?
What?
My lover. I can't wait for you to meet her all. Jacqueline Trunch.
Oh, okay.
Jacqueline Trunch.
What I require is for somebody to deliver me a letter.
you see a servant just Wimple immediately approaches
Wimple.
from the shadows. Yeah.
Over to Daphne right now. She has a letter that needs to be written.
Watch
Wimple.
Hey, Wimple.
Daphne.
Remember earlier when that other guy spilt the jam? We blame you for that.
You do not dictate every single word I've spoken. You might be whipped.
Daphne.
You want me to stop?
Use your big words. Your biggest words.
Wimple,
That's a good one.
I require of you to deliver this letter.
Pre-written, I see.
I see what's happened here. Yeah, right.
Sister, wait a minute. You can write your own letters now?
I fucked it.
No, you haven't.
Sorry.
I'd like to point out the fact that you started your letter. You said, Wimple, take this down. Dear Wimple, deliver this letter. He's writing it on the top.
That's what she does.
Okay, and continue.
That's what she does. She says, Dear Wimple, please deliver the letter I'm about to give you. First to yourself, to Wimple, and then to Jacqueline Trunch of the German field down the road. You will see a fisherman's pond out front, a horse and cart. Be wary of the horse. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Is that the horse that gave you the injury?
The horse is not to be trusted.
Ah, yes.
Be wary of the horse.
You will be meeting her maker.
Yes.
Go inside,
The German
deliver the
horse.
letter,
Yes.
and bring me along with you. I will be piggybacking along
On my back.
on your back.
Of course, my lady, yes.
Now,
And I
sign the letter
Yes.
from Wimple.
I have
She's losing her
Wimple, keep writing. I have a gift to give your lover, if you would like it, Daphne.
Write all that down.
Every word of this must be on the page.
Because you were my youngest sister, no? You're my youngest sister.
writing, my lady.
Yes, you
Yes.
can keep scribing.
In screenplay format.
Now,
Thank you.
Wimple, I believe that you will be delivering this letter. Is that correct on your back?
I have not read this letter yet.
Yes,
I don't know what-
That letter is for you. This letter is for Jacqueline.
May I read the letter, mate?
Please. You will be delivering the letter, Wimple, to Jacqueline by foot.
Yes.
And I-
This letter's for me.
That letter's for you. The other letter.
It's also from me.
It's beautiful.
How lucky you are.
We'll just get past the letter.
Of course.
You will be delivering the letter to Jacqueline on foot. And because I'm such a brilliant sister and I know my sister's lover has a massive interest in shot put,
Yes.
I have bought 600 shot puts from the shop.
My
and I have
goodness. She'll
oiled them
also be
up
carrying
to deliver as a gift.
Okay.
So you'll be carrying them as well.
Yes,
Why?
but individually, there's no
Because
sense.
Why?
I love my younger sister. Okay.
Of course. So so you are piggybacked over to the
With the shot put?
with the
shot
shot put.
puts.
Well, the shot puts, as it was requested, they have to be carried one by one.
One by
They've
one.
also been oiled, making them incredibly hard
I
for the
oiled
servant to
them,
carry.
yes.
He keeps dropping them. True hell for Wimple.
Yeah.
A psychological horror for him understanding his own reality. And that is the entirety of that day.
Gorgeous.
You each may send one other letter professing a proposal. And I assume you went to go to propose.
You'll have to wait and see.
We'll wait and see. We'll find out at the wedding. We'll find out at the wedding.
Yes,
Find out when you read that letter.
pen a letter that I hand to Wimple,
Yes.
Confirming to Sir Marmaduke
You
that
accept
I
his proposal.
accept his proposal
Fantastic.
and wish to take his hand in marriage.
And you receive a reply that he will be in attendance.
I've got a letter as well.
Yes.
That I would like you to really quickly scribe.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Dear Octavia, I can hear bells. Can you hear them too? You'll hear them tomorrow when I wed with you.
Oh.
Please don't get a fright, because it is quite.
There's always
There's always more.
Please don't get a fright. I say this with love. Will you marry me under the skies up above?
Goodness. Of course.
Because I don't want to do an in proposal. I'll do it written.
You don't get a reply back, but you get a response from a servant, like a written reply, a servant saying that Octavia will be in attendance at the wedding. Beautiful. And finally,
I wish to send 2 letters.
okay, what do they say?
First one is to Lady Jane,
Yep.
and it says, Still good for tonight?
Of which just this?
Yes.
You get a response that says, "You keep giving me your character."
No, I had to make an edit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ignore me.
You get a response that just says yes.
Great. I'd like to send another letter
Of course, my
to
lord.
Cliffwood
Of course.
that says, meet me tonight in the aqueduct. I have some questions for you.
Of course.
So it doesn't have to be an aqueduct if you don't have a background for it.
But he sends a letter back that says, "Are ponds okay?"
Yes. No, pond's fine. Pond's fine.
And you get a response saying yes. So both have agreed to meet tonight.
Wonderful.
So meanwhile, as you are delivering the 100th shock put, you see through the window, you see Jacqueline reading it. Dearest Jacqueline, I have gone to school for this, for you, my sweet. If I go on for any longer, I will forget why I started writing this letter. Ignore the blood drips. Because all of that matters is, ich liebe dich, be mine forever. Your dearest, I've forgotten, XX. Oh, her name she's forgotten. PPS. In case it's not clear, I wish to wed.
You say that was the edit.
Thank you. And yes, of course.
Slow boots.
She agrees. So, very briefly, the nights in between, there's very little time before this wedding, but you are outside of the pond. You see, before you arrive, they have arrived together. That Lord Cliffwood is there. Lady Jane Battling is there. They have both arrived at the same time. And you see a storm in the eyes with each other as you come over.
This was not what I planned.
Well, I don't know why that he would invite a beast like you to meet when he has clearly come to meet with me. And you see her say, this is like, this is a nasty shock. I can't believe I let my guard down like that. Here he comes, the cad. Theodore.
I'm the cad, am I?
And you see Cliffwood.
Cliffwood, tell me, is there a secret that you wish to, maybe something you haven't been telling me, something you haven't been completely honest about, something to do with cocks?
And you see, now that Jane understands what you're doing, she sort of relaxes and like steps behind you for a moment, folds her arms, just enjoying the show. Just like, oh, yes. And Cliffwood, I'm not exactly sure what it is you're referring to, but this is quite strange behavior, given that we are to wed soon. You, sir. All right. Fuck you.
What?
And,
Oh!
And he starts to run across the field.
I chase him.
Leaps over a dry stone wall, and you.
I kick it down.
You see a cow sort of like mooing in the distance as he keeps running. You keep running after him.
I butcher the cow and I use the meat to try and knock him down.
There's no time as you.
All right, I ignore the cow.
You clock the cow once and keep running. As you keep running, you're all the way past, you're across the fields, you barely know where you are. As you come forward, he looks back at you and he goes, you know what? I shouldn't have to take this from you. Why should I have to take this from you? Who are you to me?
You tell me one thing. Why was my sister wet? Why did she smell of German schnitzel from down the pond at your estate? You think I'm stupid. You think I don't know who bet on cocks and cockerels? You think I don't know that my sister, stinking of meat and panko crumb, wet from the pond, is at your very, very stoop? I've put it all together somehow.
Can you roll a single reputation roll for me? The DC is just a 2, don't hit a 1. As you flex
It's
upon-
14!
You see as he cows beneath your massive, just like lording across the name of your house, all the things you know. You see the moment of distraction as he goes, "Oh, I'm a fool." And you see a horse that the stable comes out, steps out, this beast of a horse, just back leg goes up and it hits him across the side of the head.
Shit.
The perfect suitor for one of my sisters.
And we cut away.
Oh, no.
Many days later, the beautiful wedding scene. The sun is out, the flowers are in bloom, butterfly has danced across the flowers, everything is bright and wonderful, but each of you, standing up at the pew, feel a pin drop, a little tight bead of lead almost sitting in the center of your stomach, your nerves, as to whether or not your love or your betrothed may show.
I'm in a full
Oh yes,
suit of
tell me
armor.
the outfit. So
Suit
full
of armor,
suit
full
of armor.
metal plate, suit of armor, visor open just to see the eyes, and very, very ornate-looking sort of medieval armor.
Amazing.
I'm in a traditional Oktoberfest costume.
Okay. Do you have like full like stacks of beer?
Large pints.
Large
in
pints.
each hand.
Yeah.
And
Warming under the summer sun.
and that's it actually. Why fix what ain't broke? That's it.
I'm wearing a potato sack. I have been very depressed since the chase down of my I have no fiance no more. They have an acquired brain injury. Lady Jane, I cannot dare be seen with for my reputation and Grandmama's approval. She will not approve. So I'm down in the dumps, and I don't believe anyone will be coming up to the stupa to meet me. And so I've been very depressed. And I wear the sack that the potatoes were delivered in this morning. And I stink of blowflies.
You see your parents are standing up at the aisle with you, and you see your mother say, "I wish you had worn not the stinky, nasty potato sack, my dear Theodore."
I know, I had clothes all laid out for me, but this just felt right.
And Alice.
I've never worn makeup before. It's the first time I've tried to wear makeup, and I look a little bit like I'm in a pantomime. I've got the very rosy cheeks and the black tar across my eyelids and the little button lip, and I'm dressed like a jockey top half and a bride bottom half, and I'm holding a whip. Just as a prop.
Is it all white though?
It's all white.
Yeah, and your mother says, you look beautiful in a way.
Thank you, Mama. It's the first time I've ever worn makeup. I took you as inspiration.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
I think we're definitely all going to get married today, based off what we're wearing.
Absolutely.
It's
Operation Wed.
oh, yeah.
You see as the priest sort of steps forth, he goes, "Yes, oh, this is quite a strange wedding, given that it's all four of you." Also, I should say, this priest's calves, just powerful.
Yeah.
He looks so fast, and he's wearing shorts, and he sort of like stretches as he limbers up. "This is quite a strange wedding, but I'm glad to use my unique skills in service of God and the people of our community."
Yes, you promised us you were the fastest priest in England, so you better be quick, my
It's
friend.
not a high bar. It's not a high bar, to be honest. Well, I believe that the first here on my list, Lady Daphne. You are to be wed to someone here today. A Lady Jacqueline Trunch, hailing from Bulgaria, but learned in Budapest. A powerful woman. Let us invite the lady up to the aisle. And as he like gestures down, you almost feel like the focus like blur a little bit in your eyes. You feel like lightheaded, and you see Lady Jacqueline Trunch appear down the aisle, and she is like holding some flowers, crushed between her mighty hands.
Actually,
She is
a ham fist.
Yeah, she is a gigantic, powerful woman.
Yeah.
As she stomps up the aisle.
Yeah.
You see your grandmother, the Duchess, eye her up and down.
I think she sheds a tear.
You, the Duchess. If you would like to try to discuss amongst just me,
roll and see.
How does this work? Can I roll that she sheds a tear?
You may roll to see if you can shed a tear, but this is going to be your elegance, and I'm going to say you're going to need to hit an 18 again.
That's a tall order.
It is.
She's a tough old bird.
And you're marrying far below your station. 70. You see a tear start to come out, and the Duchess goes, and it like sucks back up into the eye.
I'm happy with that. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
We are brought here, and you can see Jacqueline is in like an all-white jumpsuit that looks like it has like straps for harnesses for like high wires and
Naturally.
stuff. And she sort of takes your hand and goes, "I am so happy that you chose me beyond the wealth of your family.
I will always choose you."
Oh, I love it when you do that on my wedding day.
It's our little game, isn't it?
And your hands are put together. The next, we're gonna do the I do's like all at once. By the way, just to
That's
really.
exciting!
Then why did we need a fast priest?
He rushes over to in front of you. Don't you question me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it is time. It is time for you. It is time for you, Theodore von Strudel. You wish to marry who?
I have no one in my life.
You see,
I've lost it all. I started so strong and now everything's fallen apart.
You see people turn to look at Lady Jane battling as she sits in the pews. Can you roll a reputation for me? You need to hit an 18. 10. She looks like she's about to stand, but then it kind of falters, and you see your servant, Wimple. I shall do it. I could marry you.
You're going to marry Wimple?
I could do it. I could do it.
All right.
And then I say,
You say all right?
Sure.
and I say, yes, Wimple, that's a very good idea. And then I get my jockey whip and I whip you and I go, marry him.
Thank you. And he takes your hand.
Wimple loves a whip.
Wimple loves a whip. The next down the priest sprints over to you. Actually, no. He comes to you and he goes, "I have a sense," and he runs back over to Eobard. And Eobard,
Might I compliment your calves, father?
you are a betrothed man.
Well, I can't. I gotta respect a handsome-looking calf when I see one, and you've got them, my friend. God has blessed you in the leg department.
Truly, truly, truly. God, you're good. And for whom are you betrothed?
I am betrothed, and I draw my sword to the one and only Sir Marmaduke Ashford. And I will wear this suit of armor for both my love and the protection of my life.
You spend 30 minutes watching Marmaduke Ashford walk up the aisle. Slowly, he eventually gets there, and he stops several times for people to water him, to drink him, and you are led up to it, and he takes your hand and goes,
Yes, I shall be good.
Yes, Sir Marmaduke, I promise that I will never leave this suit of armor when I am in your presence.
I, seeing this, pay Wimple a bag of gold to tie Marmaduke's shoes together.
Get back.
Wimple nods, and he surreptitiously bends down and does it. It is Alice. It is time for you as well, as the priest comes over. And who, Alice, are you betrothed to?
Miss Octavia Fairfax.
And they turn and look, and it is quiet. And you're not sure which way it's going to go, because while the servant said that she will be in attendance, it was ambiguous as to whether or not she will wed.
Octavia?
Yeah. And the silence is palpable, and then you hear it.
That must be her.
As a horse careens up the aisle, and she is on it.
Oh, Octavia, you rode a Shetland pony here to see me.
I did. And gets off of it. She is so tiny. She gets off of it and she takes your hand. She goes, "It is so wonderful. Even though I worried that perhaps you were someone that you're not, that people often didn't understand why I love horses so much. So really, I just feel like you get that, and that's a big deal to me.
Thank you, Octavia. And I think what we've learned here is anytime you get an opinion from a man, you just don't believe them.
You just don't believe it.
And you just believe me, because we believe in women and horses. Say it again.
Horses and horses.
That's fine. We will practice that.
The priest sort of comes in and says, "Oh, now we're all in attendance, so we're going to do a real flurry of this. I'm going to go down the aisle and we're going to get an I do. And you both and Octavia, I do, and...
Okay. Sure.
Wimple's like, yes.
Whatever.
And I do. And
I do.
As he struggles with his feet and he trips and...
Into me or on the floor?
I'm dying.
Sir Marmaduke!
And you are wed, all of you, just in time.
It counts. It counts.
As the wedding procedure continues and starts to wrap up, and you're all sitting at the table eating, and you see Wimple is there, he's still just very much servant behavior next to you.
Like, don't fucking touch me.
Of course. You see your grandmother, the Duchess, commands attention. She's wheeled here. She stands. She said, "My children, my grandest children, the children of my children." How many other ways can I say it?
Three more.
Let's see.
Yes.
The offspring of my offspring.
Yes.
The progeny of my progeny.
Beautiful.
The wee ones that came out of my wee one. You have done what I thought could not be done. You have all wed, and for that I am proud. And you feel like a warmth coming from her, like a relaxing. She goes, "Of matches I find," as like the sunset starts to dwindle on this beautiful English landscape, "the match I find the best is, of course, a match for love and a match of honor, of a high house.
Yes.
And for that, I shall say that Octavia Fairfax and Alice Sutherley will be my heir."
What?
However,
Why?
Absolutely not regret this.
I married Wimple.
Unbelievable.
you married...
Literally,
Hold on.
I
I am not done.
My husband just died, and this is what you're going to do?
have nothing else going on.
However,
Oh.
I said I would name the one with the best match my heir, but I did not say that I would not make multiple heirs.
What? So now you're changing the rule. As soon as I win, can I ever win for more than 1 second?
Shut up,
Oh,
Alice,
shut up!
sister.
Go invent the pants!
Let the old bag finish.
I just want to say that when I had my flute recital, it was just as soon as I started to play the flute, you ran off and did the circus. And I think you're always trying to upstage me.
I permit another marriage for love to be noble.
Fuck yeah.
And I permit a marriage of station to be wonderful.
Pip, pip, cheerio.
A marriage of a servant, a travesty.
Well, my options were limited.
And for that, you will need all the help you can get.
Oh.
For you see, I never plan to cut any of you off.
Oh, you're so cheeky, Yaya.
Naughty grandma.
Funny game.
That's actually...
That's so silly.
Trudge will be giving you a spanking later.
Don't let the big woman throw me. As she sits,
I have a name.
you see, she's talking about your spouse. As she sits, you see her breathe, almost like from now, with all of your combined sort of sense of insight and the brief time you spent around the Duchess, you get a sense that the tension and callousness on her, the tensions and callousness on her was being completely held in worry for all of you, and worry that you would not be set up financially, worried you would not be set up with a partner. And it seems like these machinations, this weird scheme to get to this pressure that's put on you has been out of love. And as she sits back and watches you relaxed, she gently closes her eyes, and breathes her last breath.
Beautiful.
Expiring, surrounded by family, in the beautiful sunset.
Well, divorces for all.
And that is where we will end. Episode 4 of Siblings and Suitors.
Wow.
G'day there, listener. It's me, Mark Bonanno. And if you're thirsting for some more Trope RPG, you are in luck. Season 5 is just around the corner. We're delving into the dark and dirty corners of the noir crime genre. Hot Department's Pat and Honor join me and Kate Dennett on a classic whodunit thriller through 1920s Hollywood. It's a tale of intrigue and mystery and steamy romance, and it is completely fucked up. Subscribe to the Trope RPG YouTube channel and have a listen wherever you get your podcasts, and leave us a little review if you love it.